Hi, David Lang here, and this video is brought to you by The Future Is Yours. Actionize now before tomorrow becomes yesterday. And today's topic is on the phrase, I can't. This is a phrase that a lot of people use. Remember in the past videos, I've always mentioned that, okay, we're going to take the word problem and we're going to exchange it for the word challenge because challenges are so much more easier to solve. And I remember this story to share with you is that when I was about 5 years old, I was trying to do something, and I said to my mom, "Mom, I can't do that." And she turned around and looked at me and said, "There's no such thing as I can't. I can't means one of two things. I don't know how, or I don't want to. If you don't know how, well, find a way to learn how to do it. If you don't want to, well, find a reason you want to do it. But I can't means one of two things. I don't know how, or I don't want to. So which one is it?" She'd always say to me. And I always said that to our son as well. If he said I can't, I'd say, "Wait a minute, you know what I'm going to say next. I can't means one of two things. I don't know how, or I don't want to." But now everyone knows my story that about the cancer and the chemotherapy treatments, radiation treatments. I'm not going to go through the whole story again. Okay, but my point is that I actually caught myself a couple of times saying, "I can't." And I said to myself, "Whoa, whoa, 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 back up here, back up, back up, back up. I can't means one of two things. I don't know how, or I don't want to." Now, the challenge I'm having right now is my last treatment for chemotherapy was February the 20th of 2020. Now, 2 to 3 months after the last treatment, up to that time, you can end up getting chemotherapy side effects. And the most common side effect are numbing and tingling in the hands and the feet. And when right now, that's 3 weeks ago, it started again, the numbing in my hands, my feet. And when I'm typing on the computer or on my cell phone, it can be painful in the tip of my fingers. But so that's my challenge. My other challenge is that when I'm picking things up, it's not possible for me to tell at this moment how tight my grip is because I don't feel very much in my hands. So when I'm picking something up, I usually 9 times out of 10 I'm dropping something. So and I'm so grateful for my wife because she's helped me out so much, and so is our son. When he gets a chance to come over, he would just come at least once or twice a week. He comes over and gives us a hand, and he helps me pick things up, move things around, and things like that. And I'm so grateful for that. And but my point is that when people say I can't, it means one of two things. I don't know how, or I don't want to. Now, like I said, I caught myself a couple of times saying, "Well, I can't do that." And I go, "Whoa, whoa, wait a minute here. I don't want to, or I don't know how. What is it?" Well, then I do self-talk. So, well, I don't want to because I'm concerned about picking something up and dropping it. You don't know how many plates I've broken so far in the last 3 weeks. Just by trying to pick something up and dropping it and smash on the floor. My wife's been so patient. I'm so grateful for this. She's amazing. She's my rock. She's my driving force. But this is my point. This is what I want you to do. I want you to catch yourself. The next time you say to yourself, "I can't," stop yourself and say, "Wait a minute. I can't means one of two things. I don't want to, or I don't know how." So if I don't want to, ask yourself this. If I don't want to, what must I do to want to do it? And if I don't know how, well, what must I do to learn how to do it? So change your words. Again, it's all in the language. So instead of saying I can't, you can say at this moment, it is not possible to do this. But this is only short term, not long term. The side effects I'm having right now can last up to 6 months. But you know what? 6 months compared to the rest of my life is such a short term. And that's what we must do as people is remind ourselves, like, for example, this coronavirus that's going around, okay? I know it's terrible and it can be a deadly thing, but remember, it's short term. It's not long term. So we still must treat it as a deadly disease, but we must remind ourselves at the same time is short term. Life will go on and life will carry on after this is all over. But remind yourself on a consistent basis, okay, what I'm going through now is short term. And I know that. And this is a fact that I went through cancer, went through treatments, went the whole works. But I know that there are a lot more people out there who are a lot worse off than I am. And I remind myself that on a consistent daily basis. In fact, I remind myself throughout the entire day that there are a lot of people out there who are a lot worse off than I am. In fact, some people, they know it's not going to be a happy ending for them, and my heart goes out to them. But you know what? My challenge is only short term, and I'm grateful for this. I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed. I always thank the Great Spirit throughout the day for being so blessed and having an amazing family, having amazing friends. And if I see you on Facebook, if I don't say anything, it's because it really does hurt my fingertips when I'm typing. So when this is all over, like I said before, my Facebook, when I wrote that long message, I will be haunting you with my corny dad jokes. But in the meantime, remember the phrase, I can't. And it simply means, I don't know how, or I don't want to. And if you don't know how, well, what must you do to learn how to do it? And if you don't want to, what must you do to want to do it? What driving force is going to make you want to move forward? Ask yourself that. What driving forces, or what's going to drive me to move forward? I know this is only short term. What must I do to get this done? Ask yourself on a consistent basis. Now, if you have any questions, you can actually email me at thefutureisyours@live.ca. All one word, lowercase. thefutureisyours@live.ca. That's my business email address. The future is yours. And please check out my blog at www.actionizenow.ca. And there's a lot of information on there. It's fun. It's free. And you can ask me any questions you want. And I will get back to you. Okay? My name is David Lang, and this video is brought to you by The Future is Yours. And like I always say, actionize now before tomorrow becomes yesterday. Have yourself an amazing day, and keep in touch, because I'll be keeping in touch with you, and have a great life. May the Great Spirit bring you an abundance of love, joy, health, wealth, and happiness. Bye for now.